What is up, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Sessions here at Doug Kent Bowling on a beautiful Sunday. My name's Justin. I'm the host of a local live stream on the Buff Fan Base Network called Sunday Sessions, and these are my co-hosts, Mr. Scott Reed. Scott, what's up?
Good afternoon, everyone. We got a 4:05 Bills game to talk about. We've got 2 hours, so we're going to talk about quite a few things. Glad to be here. This is our first Bills Backers Bar anything that we've done, so we're excited for the opportunity, and go Bills for sure.
Go Bills indeed. Down there on the end, you might notice that this guy looks exactly like the guy that's sitting next to him. This is his twin brother, Jared, who's also a part of 24/7 Buff Fandemonium. What's up, Jerry?
Not much. Glad I'm here to celebrate this game coming up with you guys. And this, again, like Scott said, our first Bills Backer event. This is actually my first Sunday sessions, you guys, too. So I'm honored to be here with Swank and Scott. And I think our team might be coming on a little bit later to join us. But big game. We're 5-2 going against the Seahawks 4-3. And it's going to be fun here. I can't wait to get it going.
Absolutely. And as we stated, we're doing this live here at Doug Kent's Bowling. And don't forget, we got drink specials, wing specials. We have giveaways up here. Hi, guys. How's it going? You can get giveaway tickets up at the bar for all these T-shirts, and there's a bottle of wine, all sorts of cool stuff. Also, we do have a raffle for a Thurman Thomas mini helmet. Sorry, that's Ryan Thomas who's joining us here in a minute. Right over there for $5 a piece, you can get in on that mini helmet signed by Thurman Thomas. I'm going to bring in our guest here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by Mr. Ryan Thomas of the Thomas Takes Sports Podcast. What's up, RT?
Had to screw the cap on. Had to put the cap on right here. So let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo indeed. We got RT on our side. If you guys want to see his face, you can come around the back here to the big screen that we got and check it out. But Ryan is also a host of a live stream and podcast on the Buff Fan Base Network, the originators of the Bills Mafia. It's the Thomas Takes Sports Podcast. You can catch that Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock anywhere that you watch live streams. RT, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, boys. How are you?
Beautiful, beautiful. Just enjoying a couple, blue lights here at the bowling alley. Missing you in person.
Yeah, I miss you guys. Sorry I couldn't make it out, but I'm here for the show. That's all. That's what the people, are getting their popcorn ready for, right?
That's it, brother.
Hey, Ryan, quick question. Did you shave your stash and beard off a little bit there, getting ready for Grovember?
I trimmed it down, getting ready for Grovember. Yes. Yeah, trimmed it down. Right. Trimmed it myself. I will throw that out there. Self-sufficient beard trim.
Wow. Awesome. So we're sitting here and watching some of the early games. It looks like maybe the New Jersey Jets possibly scored a touchdown. Oh, my God. It's a miracle, I guess. We got a real barn burner at the end of the first here. It's 6-7, awaiting the extra point. We got 2 hours here. RT, I know you're only going to be here, for about half hour with us? Is that what's going on?
I got a good 45 minutes for you guys.
Solid 45?
I can make it happen. Solid 45. Yep.
All right.
And that starts from now, not from when I hopped on, from right now.
Wow. We got a bonus 5. I love it. RT, man, we did this on the show Tuesday, but can you do me a favor? I posed this question to the panel. How would you rank the AFC East in terms of most hated to least hated right now?
Man, most hated, obviously, among the Dolphins, Jets, and Patriots. I'll start off with the bottom. The least hated is the least threatening, the New England Patriots. They're kind of where Buffalo was, 2018. They're the New England Drake Mays, just like Buffalo was the Buffalo Josh Allens for, their rookie season at least. There's a lot of work to be done there. I feel like they're a long way off from being where they need to be. But there are some things to like about the rookie quarterback. I actually picked him up as a backup QB for fantasy purposes to Josh Allen in the K-Gun League. So I like him a lot. I like Drake May. I think he's got a lot of talent, but they're the least hated. They won for 20 years. Now they're going to be taking a back seat for quite, probably the next 5 to 6 at least. And Miami, I don't look at Miami as the most hated among the division. I think Miami is kind of like a wounded duck, and the wounded duck being Tua. Heart goes out to him. I don't know why he's coming back. I mean, it's not for me to say. It's not for anybody to say, but I felt like this was a real situation where his family could have tried to come together and get him to a conclusion that there's life beyond football. As great as the game is, as great as the adulation is coming out of the tunnel and all that stuff, there's more to life than that. So to me, the most hated team in the AFC East, without question, is the AFC East New Jersey Jets. I think they're really easy to hate on right now, due to Aaron Rodgers being the lack of leader that he is, and trying to put his stamp on the team. Nobody can tell me that Robert Saleh was fired because Woody Johnson just decided to fire him before a Week 6 game against the Buffalo Bills. There was a lot more to it. You'd read the tea leaves there. There was some confrontation on the sideline with Aaron Rodgers and Saleh, and it led to ultimately Saleh being fired about a week later. So the Jets defense is very good, but the Jets are just one of those teams that are really easy to hate. There's just a lot of trash talk, a lot of dirty play when we play them, and I know when it gets to the second matchup, it'll be a good game, a little chippy, a little bit of a chippier version of our Buffalo Bills than what we see against most opponents when they take on the Jets.
Well, speaking of chippy, their kicker just missed the extra point, so that's kind of hilarious.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, man, I'm right with you, and the reason I posed the question was because I think, depending generationally where you stand, right, there's that 20-year legacy of the New England Patriots that a lot of people won't let go. One of those people that won't let that go is sitting right at the end over here in Jerry Reed. And I think it's the funny thing about that question. It just really depends on what you were hurt by more and what bothers you more, and if it's current or not. I'm on your ship where the Patriots are nothing to me, and I love it. And let's go for 20 years of them being nothing on the bottom and not even given a second glance. I want to be their Patriots. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, but Jerry, he's feeling the other way because he's maimed by those 20 years. Give us a little bit on that.
I think it's more so the fact that, like you said, Ryan, that Tua is kind of the wounded duck there, and Miami is supposed to threaten this AFC East division, and they're kind of not doing it yet. The Jets are still a dumpster fire, as we all know. It's been year in and year out for that. But I think New England jumped right up at number 1 for me because May is looking good right now, and they're getting their stuff together. I know they're 1-6, but they have, I don't want to say Josh Allen-esque quarterback with May, but he's showing some promise there, and he might be next year bringing that New England Patriots up over the Jets and Miami, who were supposed to make a run for this division this year. So New England's right up on top again for me. And the past does, you can't forget the past, but that's what it's for me.
See, right now I'm basing all mine off of, I know this is going to be a little different than what it was on the K-Gun report. Miami, I'm going with fans, the most hated fans, the fans that give it back. Probably the best trash talkers in my Miami Dolphins fans. That's probably why they affect me so much. But it's Miami for me. The tradition with Marino and Kelly, those games going back and forth. We always played them in the wintertime in Buffalo, so we always made their life miserable. And then and vice versa, obviously. But right now, I'm watching the Patriot Jet game, and I can't decide which team I hate most. I guess it's whoever scores last is the team I'm going to hate the most.
Sure. And then whoever gets the W is the one that I'm going to hate the most.
Right, right. And you guys keep saying wounded duck in Tua. I'm going to say he's a wounded hawk for hawk.
Topical, very topical.
Oh, that was teed up. That was teed up. That was good. I like that.
Coming at you live from a bowling alley. Scott Reed, everybody. Yeah, I mean, right now we're sitting firmly on top of the AFC East. It's a nice, 3.5, right?
Yep. Tiebreaker.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful place to be. RT, did you see this going any other way than it's going?
Not really, to be honest with you. I that was a huge talking point, right, going into the season. How's this AFC East going to break down? And I didn't see it going any other way. To Jerry's talking point, like looking at just the quarterback position, if you were to look at the quarterback situations of each team in the AFC East, Drake May might be number 2. to Josh Allen. I think that's just in terms of long term, but the one is the one for a reason. Josh Allen's the top dog of that division, the best quarterback in that division by far, and I think that was why I was so confident, despite all the changes. Diggs going to Houston, Keon rookies, relying on rookies. I felt really confident due to the fact that Josh Allen is Josh Allen. So, I'm not shocked at all. I think that this is going to be another season in which the Buffalo Bills win the AFC East. It could be, a record-breaking season in terms of the gap that they're already bridging, which could only grow if we continue to, keep this train rolling here. And when we circle back and get to the, second matchup against the Jets, second matchup against the Miami Dolphins, who's to say we can't do what we did again when we're playing those teams at home the second time around? So especially we played those two teams on the road thus far. So I'm really excited. I think today's game is going to be a stiff test. I'm sure we'll talk about it, but I don't see the season ending any other way than the Buffalo Bills being AFC's champions.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, man, I think it was written in the cards. I don't think that you can count us out. If you're going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs as a team that is the top of the mountain until you knock them off, if you're going by division, you cannot say that the Bills are not the top of the mountain until they're knocked off. And right now, I still hear people talking about the New York Jets like they're really going to come swinging back and make a run here. And
Well, they got Devontae Adams.
well,
so.
yeah. Have you ever heard of Amari Cooper? I love that guy.
He's cheap. He's humble. He's the
I
best
tell you,
route runner in the
his
NFL.
rookie year, he's proven a lot
Yeah.
so far this rookie year with one game.
Caught twice the yards as Devontae Adams and a touchdown.
The real question is, have you heard of Aaron Rodgers the last 2 years? I mean, not much to write home about, right?
Is he the GM for the Jets? Because he's making all the calls, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say he's been more GM than quarterback. I would argue it's a pretty safe assessment.
I would be remiss if I did not remind you guys watching live, all 500 of you, and you guys here at Doug Kent's, that we are part of the Buff Fan Base Network, the originators of the Bills Mafia. And as such, we are sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go to 26shirts.com. See what Del Reed and the gang got cooking up. You can get really, really sweet tees and hats and all sorts of cool stuff, and help out a family in Western New York. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win.
Win-win. I add in the two just in case.
Thanks, man. I
You want
appreciate
to
it.
add more every time, right?
All the time, every time. Yeah, so we have kind of a big game today. I think going 6-2 would just be fantastic. It's an NFC opponent. We're traveled across the great country to go to Seattle and play an afternoon game. Scooter Magoo, man, we haven't heard from you in a while. What are your concerns going into this game against the Seattle Seahawks?
Did you guys see the injury list?
Not yet.
Nah. I mean, the one that was given out Friday.
Yeah.
The limited, the did not participate, that list is pretty extensive. We already know that Bernard is out, and Dwayne Carter is going to IR. I think he's getting some surgery done. Not sure how long he'll be out for. And that's always the case with us Bills fans. We always see that injury list go up and up every week, every year. But with that being said, Seattle's also got some injuries going. Obviously, we don't know the actives and inactives yet, but it's always just it's frustrating to see. But I think the depth that we've got for our Buffalo Bills, Ryan said something about the rookies earlier. You guys, I just realized the stat the other day, the age of the rookies the Bills are bringing in rather than those 19, 20, 21-year-olds. I mean, Ray Davis, I believe, is 24, 25. So they're getting out of that habit of bringing someone in and doing that draft, develop, and retain. It seems like they're drafting older people for the experience and throwing them in there right away. And we've seen how successful they are. Ray Davis had that game a couple weeks ago. But any concerns, it's just the injuries. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what kind of scheme Seattle's going to bring, knowing that some of the
Football's like a box of chocolates is what you're saying.
You never know what you're going to get. But anytime the front seven is injured, interior defensive line and linebackers, you've always got to be worried, regardless of the team you're playing against has a good rush offense or not. You've always got to be worried about how they're going to perform. So that's my biggest thing right now.
Absolutely. I love it. Great take. Jerry, what do you think, man? What is your biggest concern with this game this afternoon?
I'm going to have to say, the running game. The running game, Walker's a threat. He's a really good more up higher?
Yes.
Right
Yeah,
into the
put it
beard.
right on your
in the
mouth.
beard.
Yep,
Put it
there
right
you
on
go,
your
Jerry.
beard, man.
Right
That's
on
what
the
it's
beard.
there. It's for
Scratchy.
cushion.
Kenneth Walker, he's a threat no matter whenever he gets the ball. I know he isn't having a blowout game right now just yet, but I think he's gonna have a threat against this Buffalo Bills. He could have a threat against this Buffalo Bills defense. I know Bernard is out, but it almost feels like it's a perfect recipe. Spector's going to come in and play. He's more of the we love AJ Klein, see ball, get by the ball kind of linebacker. And like Swank mentioned Tuesday, we still have Taron Johnson out there too. So I think our linebacker set, including Taron Johnson, is going to be good to stop Walker. He is a threat, but I think those guys are going to be prepared to stop him, especially with Spector. Find ball, get ball, strip ball, Buffalo Bills get the ball type thing. So, yeah, I mean, that's the only thing on the offense that I feel threatened by is Walker. And the defense has got, the decent defensive line. They could potentially cause what's their rank? They're halfway, right? Middle of the road defense.
Their run defense is not that great, but their pass defense is top
So
notch.
total middle of the road. So
Run defense, I think they're sitting around 28th.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like we've said the last couple weeks is grind and run the ball.
Is this a week we see Buffalo Joe play?
I mean, part of what we like about Sunday sessions is that the inactive list comes out not too soon or not too far away from right now, actually. And we get to see, I think right now with the injuries at linebacker, you might see Buffalo Joe active today. I think Dorian plays without any sort of problem, but Terrell Bernard obviously is not playing.
Right.
And depth-wise beyond that, you got what I'm blanking on his name.
Balin Spector.
Balin Spector.
Nicholas
he'll be
Morrow.
active. Yeah, I think Spector, Williams, and Buffalo Joe, they're going to be your guys. I think that's what's going on today.
The reason I asked that is because Seattle does pass the ball. I believe it's almost like 63% to 37% passing. So they're a heavily passing team. They rank first in the NFL right now with pass attempts. So do we want someone out there like Spector who's more of a run stuffer, or do you bring in someone that's more nimble, can play against the pass much better in like a Joe? Or you bring in that Nicholas Morrow, who the Buffalo Bills got from the free agency via the Philadelphia Eagles, who's more of a pass defending linebacker. It'll be interesting to see what Babbage and McDermott bring to the table in that regard.
Maybe your answer is blitzes.
Pressure. I love pressure, man. You can't go wrong with some good old-fashioned pressure.
What do you know about pressure?
Pressure.
You guys watching online, the Facebook stream is now up. So appreciate all you guys. We had a little bit of a hiccup there trying to get everything set up in a new home. And for all of you on Facebook, we are coming at you live from Doug Kent Bowling in Newark, New York. Bills Backer Bar, official Bills Backer Bar, and our first live event here, and we're very stoked about it. We do, again, have giveaways. You can get tickets at the bar. We also have $5 raffles for an autographed Thurman Thomas mini helmet right over chair. And we got some FLX Mafia gear for sale and all sorts of cool stuff. But they got bucket deals going on at the bar. They got pizza and wing deals. Please hit them up, tip your bartenders, and big hell yeah for Doug Kent's Bowling, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know the big bonuses about being on site somewhere is? You get
What's
to
that?
meet people like Corey Blaine, who is sitting over there watching the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. Mr. Spaghettio himself is
Mr.
here.
Spaghettio himself.
Wait, were you supposed to be at work or something? Was I supposed to say that out loud? Okay. All right, good.
Hey, Jerry, you see what happens when you put that mic to your face?
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Well, I don't know about that, but we can hear you.
Our team, man. There's so much going on here, dude, and I hope you don't feel ignored at all.
No, you're
what
good.
do you-
You're good.
I looked at the screen. I remembered he was still here.
Yeah. What do you think? What's your biggest worry going into this game, man? I want to get all your takes here before we're done with our 45 minutes.
Honestly, Jerry kind of did take the initial point that I had out of my mouth. Kenneth Walker III is a stud. I mean, he's like a true, throwback runner. He can run you over. He can out juke you. He can catch. He can do a lot of really, exciting things in the run game and in the pass game. But to me, I mean, I'm happy. I want to say I'm happy that a player is out. I never want to say I'm happy that a player is hurt. on the other side. But no DK Metcalf, it looks like that's a pretty much a guarantee, right? So if DK Metcalf is out, who's on that wide receiver core that we have to look out for? And honestly, I feel like if Tyler Lockett was not still a Seattle Seahawk, we'd hear a lot more about Jackson Smith and Jigba. This guy can play.
Yeah.
He can line up pretty much everywhere. He can run every route. I feel like the breakout is coming, and I'm hoping that he's not a tough guy for Buffalo's defense to kind of keep track of, whether he's in the slot, whether he's on the outside. You know, that they can do a lot of really exciting things with him as well, moving him around. So he's somebody to keep our eyes out on today, and I definitely think he's got the talent to prove that he's capable of putting in a big showing week in, week out. He's just kind of buried in that depth chart that they have. It's a good problem for them to have Lockett and Metcalf, but at the same time, it's kind of buried Jackson Smith and Jigba. So with no Metcalf, potentially, JSN, as they call him, he could have a really big day today.
I think you're 100% right, man. It's what I want is for DK to be out and them to become one-dimensional, like we all hope and pray that they do, right? And it's just a big running game, and we don't have to worry about anything with these receivers. And to be honest, that's the part of the defense that I have the most faith in anyway. I know we're light on linebacker, but our secondary is tops in the league. I'm not worried about our corners covering. I'm not worried about our safeties. Really, to me, it's this run game. And so far, every single game, they've been good for giving up one big run play. And I would love for that to end today. I would love for them to snuff Walker out and just keep them doing the thing they want to do, but not being successful at it. That's what I want. And there's a reason Geno was not a starter for all these years in the league. I think he can be had, and I really do think pressure is the key. I say it every week. Oh my God, Aaron Rodgers, look at you throwing a ball. Crazy. It's crazy what a 60-year-old man can do in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Interception? I'm not watching. Interception? No,
it's Wilson on the goal line here. He's about to score, I think. Wilson's on my fantasy league. I could take it, I guess.
It looks like Brees Hall's in the backfield.
So Franklin wants Brees red right here.
Here we go. Oh, he started moving before. That was a false start, but they're not going to call it.
I wouldn't mind it if it's Brees.
Gibson, I think
it's
that is
Gibson.
82.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. So
those out patterns are hard to defend,
aren't they?
Those at the goal line out patterns. You think they jump it more, but then you can throw a slant in there, you just screwed everything up.
Yeah. What's that? Oh. We got a delay in TVs, RT. One is a minute and a half behind the other one. So we got to look at the other one's already at commercial. So
I got it on my phone here now. I got put on the Paramount Plus on my phone here.
Nice.
My remote is out of reach. I want to get off the camera shot.
Hell yeah.
Well, you were talking about bringing pressure to Geno, and that does make a lot of sense. Obviously, to bring pressure, you have to be able to stop the run, so your guys can pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. What might, and you hate to say something's beneficial when someone gets injuries, because Dwayne Carter was doing such a good job against the run. I mean, he's short and stout like Ed Oliver is. They're bringing in Eli Ancal, who I think will be a significant role in this game this week. But he's 6'1", 325 pounds. And you throw Daquan Jones in there at that weight. We've now got a couple guys that are pushing the 320 mark that are going to ask to be double teamed. And this is when you kind of hope that some offensive linemen are being pulled away, so now our linebackers can perform, especially if you have injury. You want the linebackers to be as free as you can. So that might actually benefit the Bills, having size in there in the interior defensive line rather than the quick, speedy, nimble guys. So you never know how it's going to be played out, but I'm looking at the roster. Eli Ancal's been with the Bills for a while now, and he's been a pretty good run stuffer. So I guess we'll see how that plays out here in a couple hours.
Yeah, that's kind of perfect because, I was sitting there saying Spectre play, and he's run guy, stop run play, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm closer to the mic now.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, the hog molly's up front. If you can take care of the line that can't get to Spectre, then you don't need Spectre in. You can have somebody else in. So yeah, it all depends on the scheme of things and how this roster is playing. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, the reason Ankau is active is because they put Carter on IR, and that's a bummer because he's been having a really great season as a rookie. But maybe this is the day that Eddie Oliver flashes. I brought my Eddie O jersey for the game later here. We gotta get on it and believe. I think he's doing fine, but I want to see some splashes out of Eddie O. What do you think?
I think it's about time.
Yeah.
I mean, too many times IDO gets criticized in his past couple of years. And he even said in a he was speaking to someone mentioning how he was one of those guys that was drafted young and it took him a while to develop when he was referring to the older rookies that we brought in this year. But he needs to get out of that shadow of the only time Ed Oliver is successful is when the Tech 1 defensive tackle is
Yeah.
successful. So he needs to create his own identity. He needs to create his own double teams and create plays off of that. And he's done it. He's shown it this year, a little bit last year, but the consistency part needs to be a part of it. And I think, yeah, this is a time for him, especially with the young guys in there, to shine.
Well, I mean, what do you think about that, man? He's a first round pick from a handful of years ago. To me, you got to be an impact player right out the gate, and it shouldn't matter who's lined up next to you, right? Like,
right.
This is kind of where we're at.
Aaron Donald didn't need anybody by him. If you want to be classified and put in that category, then you have to make a name for yourself without any asterisks and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, I brought my Kyle Williams jersey today to wear, so maybe that's a little mojo for Oliver to get going.
There you go.
He's watching the show. He's going to take note.
I like it. Let's talk a little bit about the offense here. What are we trying to accomplish against the Seattle defense? I mean, obviously, really low in the rankings against the run. The emergence of Davis. I think you're going to see a lot more of a balanced touch rate between him and Cook. I don't know if that's the play necessarily, but in my gut, I feel like it's going to be like a split backfield. They're going to split touches. RT, what do you think about that, man? Is this going to be less about Cook and more about running back by committee today?
I look at it as it's a little bit of both. I think the opportunity is to use both in either the run or the pass. I looked at Ray Davis coming out of college. He had 17 total touchdowns last season in Kentucky. So I mean that's in 11 games. That's a high number, really high number, and he was able to do it by being multifaceted. He can catch, he can run, and he can block too. I've seen the Bills utilize him in pass blocking situations, and for a guy that's 5'8", 215, 220, he can lower the shoulder whether he's got the football in his hands or not. So I think that is an area of his game that might be a little bit better than James Cook. James Cook is more known as kind of a stick my foot in the ground, bounce the other way type guy, not really known to be a guy that could knock somebody down, and keep them there, So I think that there's so many opportunities to use both that I think the Bills and Joe Brady specifically have to embark on that, because we've seen it with Davis, we've seen it with Cook, and we've seen it lead to wins for Buffalo so that Josh Allen doesn't have to shoulder every single part of this offense. And as great as Josh Allen is, when the Bills are the most effective, it's when they're able to use everybody, utilize everybody, get everybody involved. And I thought we saw that these last 2 weeks, and I think that's why the Bills were so successful against the Jets in the second half and against the Titans in the second half. So to answer your question, Swank, I think they will utilize Cook, and they will utilize Davis as well. And I think it's going to be a duo that we're going to hear a lot about in the next few years.
I love it, man. I love it. It's the everybody eats mantra, right? It feels like McDermott has one of those sayings every single year. This year, that's the one. And it didn't quite feel like everyone was eating until Brandon Beane made a big blockbuster trade and a very wallet conscious pickup in Amari Cooper, who had great production for his first game with limited knowledge of the playbook this last week. Scooter, what do you think, man? What do we see now that Amari's been here for a week and a half, what are we seeing out of him this week?
So he had 4 days to prepare for the first game, and he's being criticized a little bit, joked around a little bit about not knowing the play that he scored a touchdown on, which is hilarious. But the guy is a wily vet. He's been in the NFL for a long time. He's played in different offensive schemes for so long. I don't have no doubt in my mind that he will pick up this offense, or he has picked up this offense already. So he had even amount of targets last week with the other wide receivers, the top 3 targets. I could see more or less the same. I think they're going to keep feeding everyone. And there was that funny meme that showed that scene from The Sixth Sense. When one of the brothers, the guy in the beginning was really skinny. And the meme said, "This is what feeding everyone." I thought that was hilarious. But
that was Donnie Wahlberg. Can you believe
Donnie
that?
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that until a few years ago. I was like, oh my God, he really went all out for that little role that he had.
But where I'm going with this is it's week 8, and
Mhm.
I guess the problem that we had with not knowing what we had in Amari Cooper or our wide receiver number 1 position, even the running backs that we had, we still have a lot of time to develop that dual running back threat. We still have a lot of time to get Amari Cooper comfortable with wide receiver number 1. Keon Coleman, we already saw what he can do as a wide receiver number 2 playing against their CB2, let alone their corners. So in week 8, we're 5-2, and it's a great situation to be in because we have a lot of time to figure this stuff out while we win. I mean, if we were trying to figure it out and we were 3-4 or something like that, that'd be a problem. But we're winning, we're figuring stuff out, and you want it all to come together come playoff time, and that's what we're working on right now.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, you're never going to be the same team every single week. You can't be, right? You gotta find ways to evolve, and you gotta find ways to get better. And this is a huge. I mean, this has worked. Using both of these guys against multiple teams, it's worked effectively, and it's to the talent that both of these guys have.
And if you can figure out which one's hot, like within the first couple minutes of the game or the first quarter of the game, that's only going to benefit. You don't want to keep feeding someone the ball that's getting 2 yards of carry. You figure out that hot ticket and you ride it. Take what the defense is giving to you.
Speaking of 2 yards of carry, RT, I got to throw this by you because it really bothered me this last week, and I don't want to see it this week. James Cook on second down. Handing the ball off to him on first down, letting him do his thing, getting good chunk yardage. Second down, 1 to 2 yards or negative yards multiple times in the first half of that game last week. What do we got to – I mean, Joe Brady's got to see this. And obviously he made the adjustment, but it wasn't working, and it was so predictable. I was telling these guys, like, I'm watching my TV being like, I know which side he's running. I know what's going to him. It happened like 5 second downs in a row, and it was driving me absolutely crazy. So
sure,
I guess my question is more how do we get this young offensive coordinator out of this rut and get him to adapt a little quicker, right? Like, it feels like that's what we need. The adjustments are happening, but they're not happening until the second half, it seems.
I think a lot of it is they enter into a game trying to see what the defense gives them. And John Madden said it better than anybody. He said a lot of things better than anybody, but take what the defense gives you. I have never looked at coaching or football in any facet of my life. When I played, when I've coached, I've never coached offense in a defensive way. I've never looked at offense. Offense is supposed to be, you're on the offense. You're going for it. You're making things happen. You're attacking constantly. You attack on offense. You can attack on defense too, obviously. So if I'm Joe Brady, I'm bringing my bet. I got a lot of good players to work with here. I don't need to, second guess anybody on this offense. There's not one player that I would second guess, top to bottom on the offense. And it starts at the most important position. That's the best player on the team at the game's most important position. So if I'm Joe Brady, I'm coming out, willing to attack, willing to put different pieces of the puzzle together and mix some plays up. I think, to your point, Swank, a lot of these plays that they run with James Cook, they're almost the same play. It's a delayed draw or just a regular single back draw. Go in I formation. Do dual set running backs with Davis on one side and Cook on the other. Mix up the formations a little bit. Mix it up a little bit. We don't have to see the same generic draw each and every time. And to be honest with you, James Cook, you don't look at James Cook and say, well, that's a guy that I want to hammer, into the middle of my offensive line. Give him some tosses, give him some stretch zone runs. Let some of these guards that are extremely athletic run in front of him and pave the way. I mean, that's what I want to see more of. I want to see more of Osiris Torrance moving from the left to the right, or the right to the, however they, decide to run these stretch plays, and get some offensive linemen on the move. I think that's where James Cook had his best day ever, when we saw James Cook dominate the Dallas Cowboys, because they were using him in so many different ways that night. And that's when James Cook is at his best. Throw the whole kitchen sink at the opposing defense. Don't wait to see what the defense gives you. That's not, I don't agree with that philosophy. And I do believe that that's the way Joe Brady's approached things mostly this season, but I think it is starting to come around these last couple weeks, to piggyback off of the second half. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see them go back to what they did in the first half these last 2 weeks against the Jets and the Titans. I want to see them continue where they left off from the second half of last week's game to this week.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, I think it's funny. I don't even think that it's specific to James Cook. In the second half of that game last week, those screens to Shakir, they were working, but we saw it 3 times in a row.
Sure.
You could have flipped that into the first half. We were talking about it on Tuesday on the K-Gun Report, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Buff Fan Base Network. That play could have worked any one of those second downs. That play could have worked to James Cook any one of those second downs. Just mixing it up and keeping it a little fresher, not getting in a rut, I think is super important. And utilizing the ways that you choose to play these players in the situations you set them up in, I think that's a huge deal, man.
Yeah, it is a huge deal. And Archie, you brought up a bunch of talking points in that little rant that you went on. The dual back, the split back. I can see my offensive mind is going crazy when you start talking about this stuff. Have Josh Allen line up at shotgun and have both running backs line up on each side. Do an RPO to the left side and quick pitch to the right. Get those linebackers. Jared played linebacker and running back in high school. He understands the reads. I know it's a little different, but he's watched the game for a long time. But you get a defense linebackers, the defensive line to go into a gap where you think the ball's going, and you do an RPO and then throw a pitch to the outside. I mean, you can confuse.
Overcommit. Get them to overcommit.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can get that going big time. And I think what the biggest problem is with the young offensive coordinator and Brady is the clustering of plays. It's just a clustering of plays. I don't think the plays that he's picking is generally bad, but when you do 3 screens and 10 plays, that's clustering. When you
the selection, yeah.
Yep, when you do
The
second down runs all the time. I mean, I think there should be a beer bet whether or not the first second down the Bills get into, this can be a play action pass deep. Just you don't know. Is Brady setting something up for the next week? We don't know. But
I think you got to start locking these games down earlier before you start trying to pocket stuff for the next week. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really doing this just to lull people to sleep and then be like, well, we always come through in the second half, that's not the way to win football.
You got to coach complete. You got to coach complete, and every down is as essential as the last, and every next down is as essential as the one before that. You know what I mean? It's honestly, I look at that, guys. I remember we were talking about this every single week during the offseason. The narrative that the offense is worse because they've lost 2 guys that they decided to let go, by the way. Diggs they traded, and Davis they didn't pay. So I was thinking this yesterday, and I was getting my mind prepared to come on and everything, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't see any scenario in which, on paper, this Bills offense today is worse than it was last year. I think the team is way better offensively this year than what they were last year, even before they traded for Amari Cooper. That just helped. There were some snags, but I think the snags that they hit were largely because of what we're talking about. It's not the players. It's the selection, and to Scott's point, the clustering of plays that aren't getting guys as open as they need to be, that aren't, creating on the fly. It's almost as if some of these plays take too long to develop, where they need to just be quick. They need to just move down the field. I mean, Jim Kelly is in the Hall of Fame largely because of the offense that he led was quick and effective, and it worked. It worked against everybody. So, I'd like to see a little bit of that, and I'd like to see them, nickel and dime the defense and wear the defense down with the players that they have. And last week, Keon Coleman was a huge, huge part of that. And I think that when you pull up stats on Xavier Worthy and Keon Coleman, no one should ever talk about Xavier Worthy again if they're a Buffalo Bills fan after watching what Keon Coleman did last week. I think enough is enough of that after what we know that this kid can do and what he brings to the table.
I love it. If he emerges and is who we thought he was coming into this season, and now you have Amari Cooper and you have Keon Coleman and then Shakir, you're starting to talk about this wide receiver room in a completely different light than everything leading up to the preseason and week one, where people were really worried about this offense and the wide receiver room in general. Is Keon's production sustainable? Do we believe that Keon can string together a couple of these games right in a row? Is this his coming out party, or is this a blip in the rookie radar here for his first year? What do you think, Jerry?
With the amount of talent we have on this offense, you could have another week and then be off the next week because Kincaid and Dawson Knox are showing up. So I want to say where they're at right now is a good flow of pass catching and running the ball. One of the things that we have to pay attention to is, again, you're talking about clusters. We don't want to, when we coach flag football, we want to give everybody the ball to make all the parents happy, right? So you give Junior the ball one time, you give this guy, we don't want to do that where, Keon Coleman's time, Dawson Knox time. We want to make it a variety.
Are you saying that coaching in the NFL is like coaching
flag football?
Very
Exactly.
comparable.
It is. You got the parents on the sideline yelling in, which happens. It's like playing
Mama
at Jets.
Coleman's on the sideline.
Yeah,
My boy the ball.
But it's hard to say.
That's why my voicemail is full, almost half the time. Don't even bring that up.
you want to spread it out, and if you're looking for a player to be 7 receptions for 120 yards each week, it's not going to happen for this Buffalo Bills. It's going to be every other week, every third week. Who's going to run the ball? We're going to have a running back over 100 and no receiver over 100 yards. So, but the big thing I think, and I'm going to go back on what Ryan said, is Stephon Diggs was on our Bills, and regardless of what you think of him or not, the offense was geared to give him the ball a certain amount of times a game because he was actually demanding it, and he's a playmaker. You want to give him the ball, but that kind of hinders Josh Allen's play. If he doesn't throw it to him for 4 consecutive passes, now it's on Josh Allen's mind that he got to give Diggs a shot.
Oh, and he's in your ear chirping.
Yeah, and he's in your chirping. So that's gone, which means the variety of offense can increase, and hopefully we see something different. I'd love to see Keon Coleman win somebody FanDuel money this week, but it might not happen, and that's fine. Look at the Rams, 1999 Rams, the show on turf, the greatest show on turf, right? Is that 99? Right. They spread the ball all over the place.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. We want Allen to have consistent numbers, and it doesn't matter who it goes to.
What I want, 6-2.
Yeah, that's ultimately it.
However we get there, yeah. Guys, we're sitting here, and it's 2:21. We got 728 people joining in live. We got a room full of people here at Doug Kent's Bowling in Newark, New York. You guys feeling good out there? Having a good time so far? Watching a little bit of the early games before we get into this game here? Yeah? Oh, yeah. You can hear them. Yeah. There's 2 claps. Yeah. Corey, can you? Yeah, okay.
Mom, clap. Mom, clap.
Please clap.
Thanks, Mom.
Don't forget they got bar specials going on, buckets that we've been more than happy to partake in. RT's got 2 feeds right now coming up.
I wonder if one went out.
I don't know. My internet went for a split second, so I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad he didn't hear what I had to say. God.
What was that? What was that?
Don't worry, Coach Thomas. I'll take care of him. Yeah, we're watching the end of this New England Jets game.
Hey Ryan, why'd you take my son out of that pitching game? Why didn't you let him pitch another couple innings? Well, he just allowed 5 runs. I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's worse for the kid when he is out there drowning and the coach does nothing. I've seen it. Yeah. So I let him drown for 5 runs. That's I think that's enough, right?
That's enough.
I don't want to humiliate a kid.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Mm-hmm. Corey Blaine, did you hear that take RT? He said it
I
sounds
didn't
like
hear.
the coach's fault.
Sounds like
Corey's here at live in the room with us.
sounds like the kid's got a future in the Yankees bullpen. You know what I mean?
Oh, we got Eli entering the room. What's
Shots
up,
fired.
Eli?
What's up, buddy?
Eli.
Oh man,
Party's officially started.
the
Eli
party
is here.
has started. We're guys. We're gonna have a very special Eli's winning lockdown live right here coming up. Right? What's up, Eli?
Hi, bud.
Hey,
Good.
take a deep breath. I'm nervous too. That's all right.
It's okay. Get a drink, hang out. You know. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna be on for about another hour. RT, you just let us know when you got a dip, man, and we'll get all your takes here.
Yeah, I got a dip in about 5-10 minutes, but yeah,
Okay.
Yep. Man,
Well,
great show,
maybe
guys. This is fun.
yeah, it's a good time, man. It's a lot of stimulation going on here. You know, we got the live, got the game, we got Jared here, and you know that's just different enough. Yeah. So let's talk about keys to the game here, RT. Defensively, what is the key to winning today's game for the Buffalo Bills?
You got to get to Geno Smith early. You know, I respect a guy that was counted out and has had this a little bit of a revival. I think it's safe to say he was looked at as a guy that was a career backup, and then he gets another chance and blossomed in Seattle. I think a lot of that is pretty admirable, but I also know that when Geno's played against guys that can pressure him in any portion of his career, he has a really rough time, as most quarterbacks do. So I think the strategy is to force him to beat you, shut down Kenneth Walker as best as you can. I don't know if there's a way to necessarily shut down Kenneth Walker, and keep him at bay at least, to allow Geno to be the guy to beat you and force the Seahawks to make Geno beat you. And I think if Buffalo can do that and then pressure Geno, it could be a really great performance by the Bills and could be a hell of a coaching effort from Bobby Babich today. So that's what I'm keeping in mind heading into this one. I think that's a huge key to victory for the Buffalo Bills.
I mean, right out of my mouth, absolutely everything that I was going to say. So thanks for doing that for me, RT. You did a great job. I love your takes. Yeah, pressure, man. We've been talking about pressure for a couple of weeks here. I'm sick of just sending the front four. I want to see blitzes off the edges. I think they were kind of successful doing that last week, and keep that going. I don't see, again, with like the linebacking core being banged up the way it is, and some of these guys having to prove themselves in other ways. A Caveman Klein scenario, which we already referenced. See ball, get ball, man. Send some of these guys in there. Balen Spector can do it. We know Dorian Williams can do it. Put a little more pressure on a guy that, took 10 years to get his career really going. And I think we'll be just fine. Scooter, what do you think, man? Keys to defense for today?
I'm going off what both you guys said, basically. With the injury of Dwayne Carter, obviously Eli Ankow is coming in. But this whole see ball, get ball phrasing that we're using, we got to be careful of that because Geno Smith will kill you with a play action pass. So the keys to this defense is these linebackers. Obviously, Bernard's not playing, so we have Dorian Williams back there, and who knows who's going to be the second linebacker, whether it's Joe Anderson or Michael Morrow, whoever it is. The see ball, get ball, you got to make sure that the guy that you see that play action go to actually has the ball. These wide receivers will kill you coming across the middle. Smith and Jigma, Tyler Lockett, obviously, he's older, but he's still putting up the numbers he is. So we can't have that middle of the field and in between the hash marks become wide open for these tight ends and these slant routes that Seattle runs. So see ball, get ball, yes, but you better make damn well sure that the guy they're faking the ball to does not have the ball, and you get back in your responsibility. So it's interior defensive line and linebacker play for me. That's going to determine the outcome of this game.
Nice.
I didn't breathe that whole time.
I know, man. That was like one breath. It was like almost like a talent show. It was good. Jerry, give me your keys to defense, and then we're going to throw it all on RT to give us his X factor and his score prediction. We'll let him get on out of here to do his thing. But what is your key to defense here, Mr. Jared Reed?
There's so many different scenarios that are just running through my head because what if they run more? What if they run less? What if who's playing linebacker? But if I'm gonna narrow it down really quick, I think it's gonna have to be pressure. One, because Spectre, I feel, see ball, get ball. They don't have the guy who can cover Font at tight end or the running backs coming out. So in order to counter the see ball, get ball guy, you have to have pressure to get to the quarterback to prevent the tight end and running back passes. So it's going to be interesting to watch. I think it's going to have to be whoever's in the middle there, and the game plan up in front and the blitzing is going to be the key, is how Babic comes through with that.
Well, and I think, that kind of
Babbage.
that piggybacks off of like exactly what all of us are saying, right? Because if they can't cover, then use them to blitz.
Right.
Like
Yep.
that's fine. Be useful somewhere.
Know your players. It's like with
yeah.
dog owners. You have to know your dog. You can't take them to situations where they're not going to do well. Know your players and what they do well, and read it quickly in the first quarter. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Again, we usually have slow starts, so let's get on it really quick, figure it out, and just go from there.
Don't be the yoga instructor that adopts a pit bull and then takes it right to the park without a leash. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, I got you.
I feel like there's a video out there somewhere.
RT, my man, let's hear your X factor. Let's hear your score prediction, and then thanks a lot for joining us here on this special day. We wish you were here. We missed the hell out of you, but yeah, man, give us your X factor and your score prediction for today.
So a guy that I have not talked about, maybe I've brought him up a little bit, but I haven't given him the shine that he deserves, and we haven't mentioned him yet, but he's been an X factor from week 1 till now, and that is outside linebacker Dorian Williams. It's not easy to fill the shoes of a Matt Milano. It's not easy to be expected to be just as good as Matt Milano has been for this team for the last, 5 or 6 seasons, but Dorian Williams has done that. He's atop the tackle chart in the National Football League statistically. I think he's an X factor in this matchup just as much as any other week to set that edge. The Seattle Seahawks love to get Kenneth Walker to the outside. They love to get Kenneth Walker on a matchup without a linebacker being the guy to bring him down. So that is huge for Buffalo today, to make sure that it's the big guys bringing down Kenneth Walker. Make sure it's the defensive line. Don't let Kenneth Walker get to the second level. And the guy that can stop that, honestly, from him getting beyond that second level, I think is Dorian Williams just as much as anybody. He's one of the best run tackling linebackers thus far this season. And I think he's a huge X factor. I'm going to go with over 10 tackles. I'm going to go with a critical moment stop that is led by Dorian Williams. I think he's going to be huge in this game. And I think he deserves his shine. He deserves his due. And that's why Dorian Williams would be my X factor. And I'll throw out a score prediction as well.
Sure.
If that's all right. So score prediction, I'm going Buffalo Bills. I'm going 30-17. I think Buffalo is going to go into Seattle, do what they do best, and win this game 30-17.
I love it. Guys, that is the infamous, the smoothest voice in Bills live streaming.
Almost as smooth as that Jim Beam in the back.
Yeah, he's got some. Yeah, I like your backdrop there, RT. Got a little beam there. Nice.
Hey, wait. Before I log off.
Sure. Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
He logged off.
It's too bad. Did he log off?
He's frozen. Here we go. Oh, now he's back. Hey. Oh.
Got some Traveler
nice
whiskey a la Chris Stapleton. Give it a shout. Give it a shout, Swank.
Hell
you
yeah,
won't
man.
regret it.
I'm in it. Just bring some up. Let's go.
I thought he was going to do a shot for us.
I thought so too.
Oh yeah. Wait. I forgot.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
idea.
those 45 minutes changes quickly when there's alcohol
all of a
involved.
sudden now it's 60 minutes.
Let's listen to how many gloves we get.
Oh, the bottle hasn't been opened yet. It's gonna take me too long to open the bottle, but I'll do. Wait.
Hey, nice.
Love that.
He's showing us oh man, that's a nice one, man.
An
Yeah,
old
that's
Super Bowl
a
that's a
throwback.
red helmet. shot
Rose
glass.
Bowl. Boom.
Nice,
Ooh,
Yep.
blue face mask too.
man. Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
can't see
those
this,
are-
but
those are
RT's showing
solid.
us really cool stuff right now.
That was
Brian,
a good.
that might be actually a misprint there. That's a blue face mask with that Super Bowl. So that's a
Yeah.
misprint shot glass.
That is literally a 34-year-old shot glass.
There you go.
Pretty
Looks
awesome.
nice and shiny.
Yeah, RT was showing us this really sweet old shot glass that he had with the old style red Buffalo Bills charging Bills helmet on it. Yes, sir. Just for everybody in the room. Yeah, RT, tell them where they can find you, and we'll let you be on your way, my man.
Always a pleasure. Of course, Wednesdays at 8. I'll be live this week, Wednesday at 8. I'm going to recap this game, as I always do, and preview and predict next week's game. I believe we got Miami, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
we do.
Yes, we do.
We got
Nashville Hawks too.
Miami,
Yeah.
Miami at home this time around. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
Yep.
Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we're going to squish the fish twice. Spoiler alert. That's the spoiler alert for next week. I think we're going to win this week, keep it rolling to 6-2, 7-2 next week. But Wednesdays at 8. Greatly appreciate you guys. Of course, once again, Sunday sessions. I love this show. Love all the people tuning in. Love all the people throwing down comments. I would talk some smack to Pat Hughes, but as of now, there's no smack to be talked. My team is doing dog nothing. So it is what it is. As long as the Buffalo Bills get a W today, I'll be smiling. So that's all that matters.
Awesome. Great to have you, RT, and enjoy the game. We love you. And please check out Ryan Thomas Takes Sports Podcast, Buff Fan Base Network. See you later, brother. Have a good day.
See you, dude. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Hey.
Guys, the inactive list just came out for today's game. But before we do that, I think we're going to pull a giveaway, huh? So if you have a red ticket for one of the giveaway items over here on this table, the number is 046005. Oh, man, right
There
off
she
the
goes.
get. I love it. Hell yeah.
She's got her numbers memorized.
You're going to do another one? All right. Jerry, call that one. Jerry, go ahead, buddy.
All right, let's do another one. Red ticket. I think they're all red tickets here. So let's do 046081.
Nice.
There you go.
Winner. Ooh, winner hats.
Oh, that's nice.
Very cool. Very cool. Again, we are broadcasting live from Doug Kent Bowling in Newark, New York. A beautiful, beautiful setting to watch your favorite games here in the Finger Lakes, Wayne County area. And it's starting to fill in a little bit here, Scooter Bagoot.
It's going to get loud here in about 2 hours.
It's going to get loud in here. We're watching the game. We'll be here all day.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to shut this live stream down here about 3:30, but we'll be here all day. And don't forget, there are bucket deals at the bar. There are pizza and wing deals, which we're going to get into after the show, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
smelling
Guys,
everything.
guys want to know a funny fact? This is the first Bills game I've ever watched at a bar.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. We used to do it all the time at Dad's house with
Uh-huh.
the family. Watch it. College came.
Yeah.
We'd go out the night before, watch the game hung over at our house.
Well,
right?
yeah.
So we never
yeah.
really went to the bar.
Wow.
So this is actually my first bar beers game.
Oh,
Here we
geez.
go.
Bar beers game.
He said one.
Yeah,
Bills Bars Beers
one
game.
beer,
geez.
everybody. That's Jared Reed.
The
one
bar beer hits different.
Here all
The
day.
bar beer hits different.
Don't forget, you can get raffles for the giveaway items at the bar. We're also raffling off that mini helmet signed by Thurman Thomas over there. The tickets are $5 a piece, and we have some FLX Mafia shirts and stuff. Eli, we got to hook you up with a free shirt, my man. Oh, yeah, right. And we'll get you up here right shortly, okay? You let me know when you're ready.
He's getting a drink in him first.
All right. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Guys. It's nice to have a bunch of our friends here hanging out today for the game. It's also nice to have you guys in the comments. 794 of you. Please share the stream. We do this every week, twice a week during the season, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. On the Buff Fanbase Network, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff, Twitter. We also do Sunday sessions right here, which you're listening to.
Mhm.
It's usually only a half-hour show, an hour and a half before kickoff on game days. But we like doing it because we get to do stuff like this. The inactive list has just came out from the Buffalo Bills. The inactives are as follows. Curtis Samuel, wide receiver, is inactive. Mike Edwards, safety. He's a normal suspect. Terrell Bernard, linebacker, he is out, which we knew. Eddie Ulufashio, getting closer on that one every week. Linebacker, he's always out as well. Will Clapp, he's a guard and a center, out as well. And then Zion,
Logui. No, just
I
kidding.
like to say Loogie. Yeah, Loogie. Loogie. Defensive tackle. So actually not really looking as bad as it could have looked, I think. It's a bummer about Terrell Bernard. Curtis Samuel's been fighting a toe/ankle, I believe, foot injury.
Hasn't he been inactive all year?
all week, all year. Yeah, that's what
What'd
I was
I
thinking
say?
too.
No, Curtis Samuel's been inactive all year.
Oh, ha 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 ha. Gotcha. That's a Scott does stand up by himself on the weekends. If you guys are interested in
I
that.
do stand up sitting down. So
So who's in for Curtis Samuel, Scott?
yeah, it'd be I just had the name up.
He just pulled up. Yeah,
I
it
just
is not
pulled it
who you
up.
thought.
It's
new
not
guy,
a
right?
name who you would think. It's not Hamler. It's not.
Shorter or
No, who is it? Hold on, Jared. You can't be putting people
Shavers
on the
is
spot.
not the guy.
It's not Shavers.
Yeah.
It's a name that they just brought in later.
like
I think
Neil?
during
It's
the
really good
season.
live broadcasting you guys are watching right now where Jared asks us a question we don't know the answer to, even though we all have computers.
Who is it? Virgil. Yes.
Yeah. He's getting warmed up. He's getting warmed up.
Eli's getting there.
Right. Yep.
All right, Jerry. So looking at this list, man, does it change your mind at all about today? Does it move the needle whatsoever? Curtis Samuel's got to be the biggest name on it besides Terrell Bernard, which, again, we already knew.
Yep.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, these were their out designations where we kind of knew coming into this a couple days ago. So I think the coaching scheme throughout the week for the plan of how the game's going to go has been established, knowing that these guys are going to be out. We've talked about Terrell Bernard already being out and what we like 5 different scenarios we see this linebacking crew doing or this defense doing. So I can't wait to see. I don't know if I want to see Will Clapp in or not, but obviously that's going to mean that somebody went down. But it just looks okay to me. Doesn't look too alarming where it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, man, that list going into last week was pretty scary. There was like 13 names on it, and it ended up being all right. But it would be nice to have Terrell Bernard for a full healthy season with Matt Milano for a full healthy season at some point. I would love to see the two of them play together for more than like half a game. That would be awesome. Scott, what do you think, man? Does this do anything to you as far as our success rate for today's game?
No, I don't think it touches a thing. Obviously, the Curtis Samuel, we joked about that already. I just looked up Jalen Virgil. He's the guy coming up in the spot. He is a special teams guy, but I think with the acquisition of Amari Cooper, everybody backed up down the list as far as wide receiver core goes. So I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Obviously, the big miss is the Terrell Bernard. We knew that coming in, and we've discussed at linebacker what we hope to see. But other than that, I think it's a legit list. I think we'll be all right. I think the most determining factor is the inactives for Seattle. I think that's the biggest difference.
Which I have just pulled up, and the biggest name on this list, DK Metcalf, is in fact out. So if you have him on your fantasy league, please bench him currently right now, post stat. So Metcalf being out is a huge man. Huge loss for Seattle.
The run game and the pass game.
Yeah, well, if you're a fan of football, you don't want to see anybody injured.
No.
DK Metcalf is one of those guys that I think he does everything right. He doesn't do anything wrong, doesn't cause any issues. And he's got a slight MCL sprain. The last thing you want to see is a guy running around and then falling to the ground and being carted off the field. So it's a safe move. I think as far as what would benefit the Bills most is obviously if he played, because he wouldn't be able to do what he can normally do. So it was a good benching. He needs to sit while he can get healthy. It's still early in the season, but that's a huge size and strength issue that the Buffalo Bills don't have to deal with right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you
I
see
don't
him
know.
blocking the guy one-handed last week?
He's a beast.
Yeah.
And I'll say, as our kid in the street says, to be the best, you got to beat the best. So unfortunately, DK being out, it's a bummer competition-wise. I don't know if Lockett can step up and play more of a role, and then Nigba can step up and play more of a role. You might see a whole new side of this offense that you haven't seen before without DK. I will say definitively, if DK Metcalf is not on the field for your team, you are a worse offense
For sure.
than you were if he was on. But we'll have to see what kind of stuff. They had to be knowing it was coming. They labeled him week to week at the beginning of the week, probably Monday. So I don't think their game plan is really going to change all that much from what it would have been.
And wide receiver and corners, those are both positions that you depend on your ability to be agile, make cuts on the dime and all that stuff. And MCL, PCL, LCL, OCL, WCL, any of those injuries you don't want to tear because that's the end of your career.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mess with it. And you're right. I mean, to be the best, you got to beat the best. But we're obviously going to play the best team that Seahawks can offer.
Yes.
By having him sit.
And it's that next man up mantra,
Yep. Sometimes it's not who you play, it's when you play them.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we are, 2:44. We got about 45 minutes left of the show, guys. I think we're going to be calling that raffle for that Thurman Thomas helmet at halftime of the game. So You'll have a bunch of time to get in on that. And don't forget, go get your tickets for the giveaways that they have over here. T-shirts and hats and all sorts of great stuff. And we are part of the Buff Fan Base Network, the creators of the Bills Mafia, and sponsored by 26 Shirts. Please go to 26shirts.com, see what Del Reed and the gang got cooking up, and give them a bunch of your money. They'll do great things with it. Man, 45 minutes left until we're off the air, getting ready for this game. It looks like the Patriots are making a little bit of a comeback here against the Jets, which that would be great if they're starting
if
quarterback.
If the kicker can hit the extra point, they're going to take the lead.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, I mean, it's already happened. Franklin
somewhere.
can tell us probably what happened. Yeah, they took the lead. Yeah, there it is.
Here,
Hey,
Cookie.
what's up, Cookie?
The Cooks are here.
So let's go. We talked a little bit about our defensive key to the game. Let's talk about our offensive keys to the game today. Jared, I'm going to start with you. Offensively, what do you want to see out of this Buffalo Bills offense?
I want to see them utilize the three-headed monster we have in the backfield: Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, and James Cook. I think Ty Johnson's more of the receiving guy coming out. He's fast, but the 1-2 punch of Davis and Cook, I think it's if they can establish early. And I don't know if the weather is still holding up like you predicted or you said it was going to be this past week, Scott. But the run game might be important if it's raining and wet. So the key and the important part of this game, I think it's going to be that three-headed backfield group that we have. That's the best in the league.
I like it. Jerry's looking forward to the run game, producing a lot. You got any predictions on maybe what the rushing yardage total for today would be? Perhaps a beer bet, my friend.
Now, Seattle's given up about 140 yards rushing a game. So
how good do you think we are, Jerry?
Well, you throw Allen in the mix. Let's go over 195.
195
plus. Yeah.
Oh, over 195. Total. What do you think about that?
I think that's a safe pick.
Yeah, I'll take the under just to get some beers from you guys.
I didn't say that's the bet I'm taking. I just said it's a safe bet.
What do you think? What do you think offensively here?
I do like, and you guys hear us mention you take what the defense is giving you. It doesn't necessarily mean you adjust to them, because sometimes as an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, you make the other team adjust to you. You play your game style and make them adjust. A lot of what we say actually has to deal with what we already know about teams we play. So we already know Seattle has a really, really good defensive backfield. Tarek Woolen is coming back from injury, so they just got even better today, because I did not see him on the list. But they do still give up, I think, their bottom 5 rushing defense. I think they give up, like I told you, 140 rushing yards a game. So it's not necessarily we're going to establish the pass because that's what we do. We already know that their defense can't stop the run, so let's take what they're giving us and knowing that already and just dominate this game. I have gusty winds around 16 miles an hour, which really isn't gusty because, Buffalo is Buffalo. But Seattle's got 20 to 16 miles an hour. It looks like there is rain, chance of rain showers, and temperatures hanging around 49 degrees. So it could be a little wet, miserable.
Sounds like Seattle, man.
Yep. So why not? Why not? Let's run the ball. Again, what they're giving us, so take it. And if that's not successful, you obviously get to come in with a game plan to utilize Josh Allen, because you got to let Josh Allen do Josh Allen things. So
that's why he's here.
That's why he's here. So offensively, I think what we need to do, the game plan should be start off, make those linebackers come up, run the ball a little bit to open up that pass game if you have to.
So there's a lot of people that were going to see if Amari Cooper was going to go deep in the first play last week. Is this the week where they think they're going to run it? They do a play action, go deep to Amari Cooper right off the bat?
I still want that play that sure, send him, but I want it underneath. I want them covering it deep, worrying about it, and I think there's more to be had underneath, and showing that he'll play the safe play, and he'll do that, because that will wear him down enough to where that play will be wide open later on, whether it's him or Shakir or Coleman, whoever it is. If you tease them with that and chunk out, you could chunk out 10, 15 yards with that play, because they'll all be worried about Amari Cooper going long down the field.
Yeah, and he's a route running specialist, so he does not need. He does most of his dirty work catching the ball and doing something afterwards. So that's what I'm with you, Swank. I don't see that deep ball. I see a play action pass, him creating space and then turning that yak into a touchdown.
I love it. Before I give my offensive take on this game, I think we're going to do another giveaway.
Did you stretch your arm for that? Are you getting a little tendonitis, Swank?
5 tickets. Whoa. All right, Scooter. There you go.
All 5?
All 5.
Pull your tickets out. We're throwing out 5 here.
That's your choice now.
Oh, choice. 046067. Last 3 is 067.
Yo!
Josh Allen won this one.
Oh, here, a little music, a little get giveaway music. Here we go.
There you go. Now we're doing 5, so we got 4 more, guys. Look at your tickets. Last 3. 016. 016.
There you go.
Another winner.
Nice.
It's the Mafia, I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you repping? What's your team?
Oh, congratulations. Congratulations.
We got 3 different winners. Which one is that? 01? What ticket's that?
All right, read that last ticket again.
What ticket's that one?
We've only called 2 and we have 3 winners so far.
All right, what number did he have? 067. Okay, so what one did the first one have? Oh, she didn't have it. There we go. There you go. We'll call your tag one of these times.
Just say it.
057. Last 3 is 057. You get your pick of the litter up here. There you go, Corey.
Eli's getting warmed up over there. It's awesome.
We got 829 of you watching live on the stream. Thank you so much for supporting and checking it out. Throw a comment out there. We got our usual suspects. Our boy Patrick Hughes. We got Harold Fuller. John Johns. What's up, John Johns? How you doing, brother? Uncle Jamie. We got Joey Hatch. Thank you guys so much for supporting. And again, here live at Doug Kent's Bowling, Newark, New York.
We got the gritty.
Eli getting the gritty going, getting warmed up for his special appearance.
Eli, after the show, I'll show you a couple moves too. You can take.
No, he won't. I swear he won't.
I
I like it.
I've got an 8-year-old son I got to keep up with. So, and he plays what's the game with all the skins and people are doing the dances? Fortnite. Fortnite is a big dance one. All right, we got another one.
Do it.
011. 011.
Eli, are you doing SpaghettiOs with Corey? We doing SpaghettiOs today?
Got a winner.
Oh. Oh.
What happened?
I wasn't gonna chug those. Only maniacs chug SpaghettiOs and jump through tables. You know what I mean?
The meatball hit you in the back of the throat. That's why it all came back
Yeah,
out.
probably.
Last one, 049. 049.
Uncle Jamie says Eli for president. I agree. I'm right in Eli for your vote for president.
There you go, a couple weeks.
He's running on a solid SpaghettiO platform.
The big decision, though, is meatballs or Franks.
Yeah, right?
That's it.
The slogan is uh-oh.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, war.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Thank you. Very cool.
Oh, okay. Thanks. We got Spartan in the comments saying Corey must be there. Yes, Spartan, he is.
Spartan!
Yeah, buddy.
All right, well, we got 5 more up here. We'll call them at random.
Yeah.
So have your tickets out.
Have your tickets out. So, yeah, my offensive take for this game is this. I think it's got to be well-rounded. I want to see some more tight end play. I want to see Dawson Knox. I want to see Kincaid get involved. Healthy dose of the running back room for sure. But I think marching it down the field similar to the way we did those first 3 weeks where Josh was just taking what was given him in front of him and just putting up solid, boring numbers and stats and scoring touchdowns and winning games. I love it. I love that because I went through 17 years of not that. And I've said it on the show before, and I hate his guts, but Tom Brady made a Hall of Fame career out of doing the boring thing and just taking what was in front of him. And I think Josh is special enough to where he can do those splash plays here and there, but making that his foundation and just marching down and utilizing the skill you have around, that's the key. That's the key. Calming the puppy down a little bit and, letting him just stack.
Tom Brady had something, though, that Josh Allen hasn't had yet, and I don't think he'll ever get because Patrick Mahomes has it now.
Giselle?
The zebras.
Yeah, that's true.
So you think that'll ever happen?
The Zubas or the Zebras?
Zebras.
See,
I don't think so.
It's a beautiful thing because we're all telling everyone what we think are offensive X factors, key to the factors of the game. And it wasn't long ago, guys, where we would have to talk about and rely on Freddie Jackson. What's the key to the game? Freddie Jackson has to be good. What's the key to the game? Freddie Jackson has to be good.
Yeah.
We have the talent and the depth on this Buffalo Bills team to pick and choose who we think should be successful, and it could be any of the other 3 or 4 positions. So, I mean, it's fun to do this because we do have a wide variety of, if one of us hits it, we hit it, and we can brag about it. It's about bragging for the week. But it wasn't long ago where it was a one-dimensional thing. So-and-so had to be good in order for us to win. Now we can pick and choose because we are talented beyond talent.
Yeah, Swank just mentioned a name about 5 minutes ago. It's the first time I've heard it in the first hour, Shakir. He's a guy, you look at Curtis Samuel going on inactive. We got to remember we have Shakir there still playing that slot. So we do have, I like how you said positions because we have a lot of talent in all the positions that we have, and each one can step up each week.
Well, and I think Curtis Samuel, he hasn't lived up to what we wanted him to be, right? It was a really exciting pickup, and he's getting paid good money to be there, but really he's an afterthought. He's not even top 5 look in this offense right now. And I don't know if that's he doesn't quite fit or if it's Joe Brady hasn't quite given the look that needs to be there, or if Josh just isn't looking his way because he's already finding other guys that he likes before him. There's a lot of things that go into play with that. But I would like to see him get a little more involved. I would like to see what he could do, especially for the money we're paying him, because he's got to be damn near the highest paid wide receiver on the roster right now.
Yep.
So
But I would say on this roster, if there is any player that it seems like they're forcing the ball to, is when they do. You could tell when they specifically pick a play for Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
Whether it's a screen, whether he's lining up in the backfield for that crazy call we saw a couple weeks ago when they were coming back against Baltimore, and
Yeah.
they had to have him play that Wildcat. And that's a nice thing to see, is that maybe that's the only thing they're trying to force, and not forcing anything else. But it's not working right now. And I know Curtis Samuel is pretty effective out of the backfield. I just think it needs to be less predictable. When you see him in the backfield, don't give it to him.
yeah,
Make it more difficult for that defense to say, "Oh, specialized guy, let's tag him."
yeah.
You gotta hang the meat a little bit, and not let him eat everyone.
Maybe do a reverse pass.
A reverse pass. Is that a fumble?
No. Reverse pass fumble.
Guys, here we are creeping up on 3:00. Got about half an hour left of the broadcast. Appreciate you guys listening and hanging out and being here either virtually or in person. If you're not familiar with the show, please follow us on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all that stuff. We have a really great time. We do have a very special reporter, an adjunct to our little system that we have here. Probably the most famous and the smartest out of everybody that's involved in 24/7 BF.
Agreed.
It's our kid in the street, Eli. Eli, you want to come up for a while? Come on up, buddy. Give a round of applause for our boy Eli. He's got a microphone right there if you want it. Or you can take Scott. Yeah, come on over here, buddy. Yeah. We do a regular season rager at Reinvention Brewing in Shortsville, New York every year, and it's kind of like our preseason kickoff. Our good friend, Mr. Mark Maddox, ex-linebacker for the Buffalo Bills, he comes up. We raise a bunch of money for his charity, the Help One Foundation, which you can check that out online and donate if you like. But we encourage you to stop out at the event. That is actually where we met our guy, Eli, here. And he came behind the table, as he has now, and gave us some of the best insight that we've ever gotten at one of these things. He's a diehard fan. He knows his stuff. And we started doing a weekly segment, Eli's Winning Lockdown, where he gives his predictions, his takes, and he's 5-2 with his record right now, killing it. So, Eli, how are you doing today? You excited to be here?
Yep, pretty much.
Pretty much.
His first shout out, I remember when he came in, was to the Bills Mafia babes.
Yeah,
He did that
absolutely.
and then it just took
Yep.
off from there. Hey, you still like Gabe Davis?
Yep.
I think Jacksonville's playing right now. You want me to check? I'll check to see if he has a touchdown, okay, for you.
There you go. Eli, what do you think, buddy? Are you excited about today's game?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you most excited about?
Winning.
Just winning? Yeah, me too, dude. Absolutely.
I know.
What do you got? What are you holding back on us?
I have an observation about sounds.
About what?
I have a fact about the Guinness World Records. It's an NFL one.
Please, let's hear it.
So the loudest stadium, the Seahawks Stadium, its record was reached in 2014 with a noise level of 137.6 decibels.
Wow.
That's almost like half of the Krakatoa volcano eruption in 1883, which is the loudest sound ever recorded on Earth. 310 decibels.
I gotta write this
This is
down.
our dude, Eli, here, man. Absolutely. You can grab that other microphone if you want. Wow, that is super interesting. So, did you just wanted to see how loud it was? Like, you were like, man, I know this is a loud stadium, so you're gonna look that up.
Yep.
Yeah, wow, man, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Eli was talking about how we want to be the best, so we have to beat the best, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So with DK being out, you were a little bummed out about that. No,
Are
yes.
you happy that DK is injured or no?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Half and half.
Yeah,
Half
to
and
beat the
half.
best, to win. You want to play the best out there.
Yeah.
But if sometimes somebody gets injured, it makes it easier for the Bills maybe to get a little
Yeah.
advantage. You got to take it, right?
We don't ever want to see somebody get hurt. That's for sure.
Well, we have our own injuries too, so
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
you take what you can
That's
get.
Gabe Davis hasn't done anything yet.
Yep.
All right, so I just checked for you.
Eli, you were telling us, and your mom has told us that you want to start your own YouTube channel. This is like stuff that you've been really excited about doing.
Well, I already have one.
Yeah, you have a YouTube channel. Please, and do you know what's the handle? Where can they find it to follow you?
Eli Lockdown.
Eli Lockdown on YouTube, right? And also on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, follow Eli. He is the man. Gives the best takes. Can you give us your take on today's game? Do you remember what it was?
I forgot my score prediction.
That's okay.
It was like 700-3. Remember?
Nah.
Eli, we forget our score predictions all the time, dude. Just whatever you think in the moment. What do you think?
It's all about the now. What do you think now?
Yeah, it can change. It can change.
Here, hold on. We got some comments coming in. You want to read some comments?
Scott Reed, you have been replaced by Eli. What?
Go ahead and read that one out loud. Read that one out loud. What'd you say?
Scott Reed, you have been replaced by Eli.
That's from our dude, Patrick Hughes.
There you go.
I'm gonna add too. When Eli he's starting to edit his own videos too. So
Oh, awesome.
yeah, he's
man.
getting to that.
That's
too.
awesome. Mary Jane, good job. Eli, Uncle Jamie. Jamie Norson says Eli rules with a Z. John says, "What's up, Eli? What is up, Eli?"
How's school going?
Pretty nice.
Good. That's awesome.
Do you have a favorite subject? Bills and only Bills, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Not the ones you pay.
Another endorsement for Eli for president. Go
Yes!
Bills.
With a name like Win, how could you lose?
Eli win right here. That's perfect, man. Absolutely.
Did we
You want
ever
this
ask?
one?
Did we ever ask Eli with the SpaghettiOs if he'd rather have meatballs, regular, or hot dogs?
No, I don't think so.
Do you have an answer for that?
I would rather have it without meatballs.
Yeah.
So just plain,
Okay.
all right.
I'm with you, dude. They all settle at the top. You want this one?
That's the best part.
Can we get Eli to go, this is Sparta, then Scott can be replaced? What?
Okay, so
So you know that?
when Buffalo Spartan comes
So
on,
Yep.
that's fine.
This is Sparta. You know.
This is Sparta!
perfect. He's
There you
out.
go, you got it.
Scott's
you got
out.
it.
Corey says Eli needs his own show.
Truly.
Yeah, buddy. We can hook you up with that. Eli,
Yeah?
what do you think the Bills offense has to do today to win? That's good. That's a good take. Doug Kent with the good take.
Well,
The John Madden take.
all they really have to do is be good.
That,
Truly.
absolutely.
Better than the other team, right? Just be better than the other team.
We have like a very strong running back team.
Yep. And Seattle's defense is horrible against the run. Here you go. You know Buffalo Spartan, our boy Buffalo Spartan, super fan for the Buffalo Bills, very good friend of the show, says, "Love it, Eli."
This is Sparta!
I got
There you
another
go.
one.
Brother. Patrick said you have the best "Let's Go Sparta" ever, dude.
Thanks.
So I remember at the Rager we asked you besides Josh Allen who your favorite football player was. You said James Cook. Are you starting to like Ray Davis too? You like that team back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm getting a hold of the running back team.
They're doing
Nice.
well.
Eli, can I interview you for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. So Eli's been doing these videos for us for, man, what you've done at least 5 or 6 now,
Yeah.
right? What was your favorite video that you did for us with your score prediction? Yeah, he's done a lot of them. This kid has gotten recognized by Kyle Brandt from Good Morning Football. He did this is my favorite one, dude. William Matar.
44.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So
Same.
he did a video with a score prediction, and he ripped his shirt off, and he had a William Matar T-shirt on underneath it. And he said in the video, what, you wanted to like meet William Matar and do a video with him?
Yep.
And William Matar saw it, and he went and did the next week's video with William Matar at his office.
Yep.
And I'll say he stole the show. William Matar didn't even hold a candle to your performance. It was great. And
anytime you can get a lawyer to not say a word.
I know, that's crazy.
Good, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. So how is that for you? Like, you're doing all this really cool stuff. So how do you like your position here, being our kid on the street with the winning lockdown?
I love it.
Yeah, we love having you, buddy.
Listen, did Gabe Davis say or like something you did too? Is he?
He actually responded once.
There you go. So his favorite player responded.
Yeah, I saw that. His mom responded. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Moms are the best, aren't they? Yes.
Just say yes. All right, we're gonna do another giveaway here. Eli, you want to call a number for us? Do it up, brother.
You can do the last three. Yep.
Last
041.
041.
Is that your number?
No.
No, people start asking questions if you start pulling your number.
Read it to him again, buddy.
041.
You
We
got
got
it?
one.
Yeah?
Woo!
Nice. Tell her
Come on
congratulations. She can pick something off the table.
She got Alonzo. Is that Alonzo jersey?
Oh, yeah. It's a Kiko jersey? Oh, it's a Groot jersey.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
I didn't know why I didn't think of that.
Congratulations. Here, is that the one you just called, buddy?
Those things are nice.
Put it right here.
You could fit
You
about
can
5
call
beers in
another one if
those.
you want.
Speaking of beer special.
Oh, beer special. You could fit a bucket of beers into
Yeah.
that, probably.
Yeah.
I see a comment that I really want to read.
Which
that?
one, buddy?
Can put out a show Eli's Corner.
This one right here?
No,
No,
Joey
it's the
Hatch's
one
top
I
one.
just read.
Right above it.
Oh, right above it. I'm sorry. What is it? Read it again.
Can put out a show Eli's Corner.
Eli's Corner.
Yes,
Yeah, dude.
Guess so.
Yeah, why not? That's a good name. Here's another suggestion. Do you like this one?
Eli's Fan Cave.
I personally am a fan of the lockdown, Eli's lockdown.
I don't even know why we're doing the show anywhere. Now you're getting questions from everybody on the internet, dude. 859 people watching live. Thank you so much. Our guy, Patrick Hughes. Eli, most important question, no pressure, but ranch or blue cheese?
I've never tried blue cheese, actually.
What,
Bet you they
dude?
have
You're
some
going
at the
to
bar.
today.
Would you try it right now live on the show? She'll get you some, she said.
Sure.
Hey.
I'll do it. Just for the media.
Just for the Bills
Just
Mafia.
for the media.
That's it, dude. You got to give the
Guess
give
what?
the people what they want.
I'm gonna post this too. Everywhere.
There
After
you
you
go.
do
Do
the
it.
blue cheese.
Do
Yeah.
it. Do it.
Eli's going to taste blue cheese for the first time.
To go with that, ready? Do you like chicken wings? The chicken wings? You know how they have two different kinds? They have the drums, which look like little balls at the end of the stick, and then they have the wings.
I'm not the one. I've never tried some of these things.
That's
You've
all
never
right.
had chicken wing before?
Yeah.
Is that true? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh.
Dino Nuggies.
Do you want to try a chicken wing? You don't have to eat the whole thing if you don't want to.
I want to eat the whole thing.
You do or don't?
So,
Don't.
Can you
Yeah,
try a
okay.
chicken wing?
He won't.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, you can chip the
Oh,
pizza.
there you go.
There you go,
Yeah,
there you
let's
go.
do that. All right.
we're
There
not
you
gonna,
go.
we're not going to make this a peer pressure show for you.
Yeah, you do whatever
I'll
you
dip my
want.
I'll dip my pizza in blue cheese.
All right, here we go, dude.
If this is your first blue cheese experience,
Ladies and
you gotta
gentlemen.
remember it does taste unique. Okay.
Will you
Tastes
will you
good.
stop, Jerry?
I'm just giving
God,
you a warning.
Jesus. This kid.
There you
You
go.
know? All right, Eli's first taste of blue cheese.
Lower the camera a little bit, Jay.
Here, I'll take.
What do you
this
got,
one.
brother?
Lower the camera a little bit more.
Oh yeah. Here we go. We got to get it on. There you go.
Nice.
Good dunk. Here we go. And the big, huge bite. Looking at the face, it's quizzical.
Hold on.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Hey! Blue cheese. Nice. Nice job, dude.
Go ahead, eat some more.
Yeah, go ahead. You can have as much as you want.
Nice. He's going back for a second dip.
Nice get, dude. Patrick says,
Just love it.
This is a groundbreaking episode. Absolutely. Wow, he dunked it twice. I think that's good, dude. Nice get, Eli. Awesome.
Proud of you. Good job, man.
Here we go. Joey says, love it, Eli. Go Bills. Eli took over your guys. You guys can go on break. Yep.
Hey, you want to know something cool about the blue cheese? There's chunks of blue cheese in there. You should try that next.
Hey, Jerry doesn't have to give you any history about blue cheese. Don't worry about it.
I know you like to do research, so when you get home, do some research on blue cheese.
Nah.
It's so good.
Breaking news. Eli is a blue cheese man.
That's right, brother.
That's right, Patrick Hughes.
Beautiful.
Listen, you guys, we do this show every week. So all these guys online, they interact. Eli's on the show, his mom's on the show. We all just have this big comment thing going on, and it's so cool to have you here. And these guys interacting with you while you're live. So we're glad to have you here on the show, brother. All right, here we'll let you. Do you want to hang out for the rest of the show, or do you want to just give your score prediction and go eat your blue cheese? All right, brother, you're here for it then. That's it.
Spoken like a true Bills fan. Just hang out.
I'm
comfy here.
you know,
I'm good. I'm on a chair. You think I'm squatting?
Do you want to do your score prediction now, or do you want to hear what we have to say and then do yours?
I'll save the best for last.
Ah,
There we go.
yes, you will.
I don't usually go last, but I'll take it.
So, so if we're saving the best for last, then we'll go worst first. So, Jerry, what's your score prediction?
I think going into this week, we already suspected that DK Metcalf wasn't going to play, so I'm going to just stick with it. It's going to be 35-10 Buffalo Bills.
35-10 Buffalo Bills. Hit us up with your score predictions in the comments. If you want to have your score prediction out loud, like Corey Blaine's going to say his into the microphone here in a minute, you can come on up. Feel free to come up, grab a microphone. Hi, Emma. How are you? And give your score prediction as well. Scott, what do you got?
Come on, Corey.
Come on, Corey.
Oh.
What do I got? I always say the weather's the great equalizer,
Jared,
but
you're replaced.
I do like the 24-17 score. Every time I have a blowout, it ends up being a cardiac game. So I'm just going to go in there preparing. It's going to be a gut-wrenching, heart-pounding football game until the end. So 24-17 Buffalo Bills.
Jared and Scott, you fired. Replaced by Eli.
I like how he carries the R.
Jared. This is our good buddy Corey Blaine right over here. I would say longtime friend and fan of the show, but actually more recent, more like this season, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been watching for like a little over a year, but I think I haven't got big into it until this year.
Yeah, nice. So what's your score prediction? Put that mic right up to your mouth.
Definitely not the one I said last night. As long, like you said, as long as Amari Cooper can help open up the receivers and stuff, I think the Bills should be able to get 42-14. I think we should be able to get this one pretty easy.
Oh, I like this, man.
Mhm.
I like it. I'll go ahead and do mine. I'm going to say 28-17. I think the Bills score a touchdown a quarter is where I'm at with it, and win this game pretty handedly and prove that they are the force to be reckoned with.
I think
Now-
FanDuel has that as an option. So if
Is it
you're
really?
betting
I'll do it.
FanDuel,
I'll do it.
touchdown a quarter.
I'll do it. Actually, can I have your account?
Yeah.
Okay.
No money on it. You're gonna have to put it on.
We got, let's see. Patrick Hughes says 28-14 in the comments. Eli, I can't skip all these great comments people say. Lisa and Mike, who are here in attendance. Great to meet and see you live, Eli. Welcome to the Blue Cheese Club. Go
That's them right over
Bills. Yeah, that's them right over there, bro.
There's 875 of you watching right now.
Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's all for you, dude. We had 3 people before you got on camera.
Yep.
Let's see. Joey, Eli is a one-man show. Great kid. Go Bills. Love his energy. Nice, dude. Eli, you rock. Faith says Eli, he's so cool, meaning you, because We're not cool.
What?
All you did was eat blue cheese, man.
Yeah, dude, it's great. Wasn't Jared supposed to eat SpaghettiOs? Yeah, we'll be eating SpaghettiOs soon enough. I think. Are we all eating SpaghettiOs? Are you eating SpaghettiOs too?
We got enough cans.
I brought you some.
So those who
Ooh,
are
you
wondering
and
what the
Corey?
SpaghettiOs are all about, there it is. There's a can of SpaghettiOs. What week was it? Week 1? Did we start week 1 or week 2?
We started at like week 2.
Honestly, I think we were talking about it week 1, and then
Yeah.
it started. Like,
So there was a whole SpaghettiOs conversation. Obviously, you asked the easy questions, meatballs, Frank's, plain. And then, the creative minds got together and we kind of put the SpaghettiOs like Eddie Oliver.
Yeah.
I think I'm
SpaghettiO.
gonna do it. I
But-
think I'm just gonna chug them live on camera.
Whoa!
That's so we've been doing live chugs
Is there
of
anything else you want him
SpaghettiOs.
to try? All right.
There you go. So SpaghettiOs is a thing now. The Bills are 5-2 with them.
So yeah, it started out as this conversation in the comments where people were joking about it. It was you and Patrick mostly, right? Like,
I think so, yeah. And then it just went. You guys were like, "Hey, man, this group chat's going off," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
it's all SpaghettiOs. So now that there's videos every week of people eating and chugging SpaghettiOs, led by Mr. Corey Blaine over here, and our boy Patrick down in Florida. He's done it a couple times. Scott's
Eli's gonna take the reins now.
Eli's taking the reins now. Scott eats them now. I got forced to eat it because I lost a fantasy football bet last week.
And then you
I didn't fake it. I
chugged them
did.
on camera.
I ate spoonfuls.
The
Yes.
chug was fake.
Yes, the chug was faked. Absolutely. I went to school for video. Faked it. Special effects. They're calling you Mr. SpaghettiO. You haven't even eaten any. Look at this. Okay, man. You got to give them your score prediction now, Eli. What do you got?
I keep forgetting.
That's okay. Just make it up.
Go with your gut.
30-14.
30-14. Ooh. So what does the points consist of? How many? Is there a defensive score in there, or is it all offensive?
I'm actually gonna go 31-14.
31-14. Okay.
You think the Bills get a pick 6 today?
Yep.
Ooh.
By who?
The defense.
Russell Douglas. Russell Douglas, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, I like it. I like it. Joey Hatch says 31-20 Bills. Lisa says SpaghettiOs with blue cheese.
Ooh.
Just mix it in the can. I just stir it in.
Yeah. There you go. All right, guys. It's 3:20. Appreciate you guys so much for listening and paying attention. I think we're going to do our little SpaghettiO thing here, and then we'll hit you with our final thoughts. Again, thanks for coming to Doug Kent's Bowling. We have bucket specials. We have pizza and wing specials. There's giveaways up here. You can put $5 in towards raffling and winning a signed Thurman Thomas mini helmet. We also have FLX Mafia and 24/7 Buff Fandemonium gear over there for sale. We're going to be hanging out all the way through the game, and super glad that you guys came out here to join us. We're hoping to do this maybe a couple times a year. So, Eli, did you have a good time? You having a good time today? Yeah, awesome. All right. I think Jerry's in the kitchen getting the SpaghettiOs already. All right. Well, let's go around with final thoughts here. Scott, you want to give us your final thought?
Yeah, final thought's going to be, the turnout today was great. I mean, it's hard to get people here 3 hours before the game starts, but here you guys are supporting us, supporting the bar, supporting the bowling alley. It's a beautiful thing. So we always we started this 5 years back, just wanting to talk Bills football, just like we did in the back of a bar back in the day, having a couple brews, and we're able to do it in front of almost 900 people. You guys come in and you're participating in the raffles and the SpaghettiOs and all that stuff. It's a beautiful thing. We wouldn't be doing this without you. We continue doing this because of all you guys and the support. So
Absolutely.
thanks for that. And and like Jared said, it's mine as well. The first time really watching a Bills game at a bar, for real, and the first Bills Backers bar for me too. You wouldn't think
That's
that
crazy.
I'm either at home, at the game, or at a friend's house. Never at a bar. So an experience take for sure.
I
Love you
saw them
guys.
get beat very badly by the Bengals, like probably 11 years ago at a bar, and it steered me away from it forever because I didn't want to be around anyone. But I'm glad to be here today.
Listen, I go to 1 or 2 games a year, and then all the rest from the cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nope, I'm too wild for that.
All right, Eli is going to read off a couple more giveaways here. Why don't you do that one right there, Eli?
Pull your red tickets out.
116.
116 red ticket for a giveaway item. 116. Got it. Sweet. Go ahead. You can pick anything off the table over there. Appreciate it.
Jared, turn around. Cousin Bruce, it's our cousin here, supporting us.
All right. You want to do no one, Eli? You want to call another ticket?
037.
Nice. Nice one. 037.
037.
037.
Wait, I have tickets over there.
No, it's probably Corey. Go ahead. Go ahead, buddy. You can go get it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
037. Hey!
There we go.
There you go. Got another one, Eli? Want to do those last two?
028 and 009.
028 and 009. 028 and then 009. He did 2 tickets, so 028 wins and 009. It's both you guys? Sweet. Yeah, you got it. Congratulations.
The last raffle of the stream.
Yeah,
It's just SpaghettiOs.
just SpaghettiOs. Okay, perfect. Nice.
Oh,
Hold on,
goodness.
bud. Hold on. Don't
Well,
do it.
Oh, he's doing it. Eli's going right for it.
You forced me.
He said, "Forget it, let's go."
He said, "We're on this, dude. Let's get it over with." We doing it?
I don't
Did
think
you do it?
that one's a go, buddy, huh? You like it?
I don't like them cold, though.
Yeah, right, dude. Tell me all about it. Yeah, warm them up. Getting in on the SpaghettiO
We're
thing?
getting more in
Anybody?
on the SpaghettiOs.
It's more
We
of a
got couple
superstition than anything else. And if anybody wants mine, you can have them. Yeah, dude. I told you.
I'm a part of the SpaghettiOs club now.
Uh-oh,
You
SpaghettiO.
forced me to. You forced me.
You tell them, dude.
All right, everybody got their cups ready?
Yeah, buddy.
Here's to the Buffalo Bills going 6-2 and continuing the SpaghettiOs jug.
Hey. Go Bills.
He actually ate them this time.
I ate them last time. Don't make me MF you right in front of Eli.
You're a stud.
God, they're gross, but if they win, it's worth it. It's not. What do you,
How you
what do you
feeling,
think,
Eli?
dude? No good?
How you like it,
It's a sacrifice.
It
It's a
is.
sacrifice. My sacrifice.
What do you got for a score prediction?
31-17.
I love it, dude.
Love it.
I
Love it. 14-point win. Love it. Very cool.
All right,
Thank you.
let's go. Jerry, you got a final thought, buddy?
Wow, once you start eating those, you can't stop. Anyway,
Yes, you can.
yes, you can.
Hey, Eli, can I'm just going to fill your cup. Is that okay?
You like them?
Eli, you good?
Final thought is like week in and week out. You know, the game's not over until the time reads 0-0-0. Just keep cheering on your Buffalo Bills, no matter what the game looks like. If the outcome's with a win, that's all that matters. And thanks for everybody for coming out. And can't wait to see everybody Tuesday to talk about the win. Go Bills.
Hell yeah. Nice kid, Jerry. Corey, you got something?
Hopefully it's not a therapy session.
So Eli brings up a good point. So after a loss, we call the K-Gun report a therapy session for
therapy
everyone.
session.
So either we're coming to talk about a nice victory or we're going through therapy together. So that's the way it is.
I think it'll be a victory today. I think, like you said earlier, I think Adios Spaghettio is going to have a big game today.
Whoa. I just remembered something.
What?
Remember that? I forget his name. But guess what? He was a part of the Titans when we lost to them, when we won to them.
Yep.
And then he was traded to the Seahawks.
Yep.
Now we have to play him again.
Yes, sir. You're right. He's going to play us twice in a row. Devontae Adams, when he got traded to the New York Jets the week before, he lost to the Steelers, and then he got traded to the Jets because he wanted to be on a winning team, and the Jets lost to the Steelers. So he lost to the Steelers 2 weeks in a row like a big dummy. So we're hoping that this guy is the same deal. Two losses to the Bills right in a row. Let's see. Eli, you're getting so much love here, man. Patrick Hughes, welcome to the club, Eli. And
Embrace those.
Embrace the O's. SpaghettiOs. You're welcome.
The comment I really want to read.
Which one, buddy? Which one is it?
The Joey one.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
Just like Pepsi with hot sauce.
Somebody said SpaghettiOs and peanut butter.
Yeah.
That's, good call, dude. I concur that sound.
Peanut butter goes with a lot of
906 of you watching.
Yeah, buddy. I know it. If we drag it out long enough, you think we get to 1,000? Probably not.
Probably, if we can sit, if we could, probably if we somehow stayed on, maybe we could see how a 2-hour stream would go to see how much we would have.
Well, we're rolling up on a 2-hour stream right now, my man. 1 minute away from a 2-hour stream.
Wow.
I thought it was like 1 minute and 58.
Do you want to do your final thought, Eli?
Sure.
All right.
I really think that James Cook could get a touchdown.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, Keon.
Nice. Anybody else?
Everybody eats.
That's right, brother. That's right. I love it.
So who's he got cooking, Keon?
Yep.
All right, that's not bad.
Yep.
You know 0, Keon Coleman? 0 divided by 0? Undefined. Just like Keon Coleman.
There you go.
Hey, Eli, we promised you, and you're like to us as big a part of the show as any of us are, and we really love having you on. So we promised you a shirt, and we wanted to give it to you. So here you go, buddy. FLX Mafia shirt. Appreciate you. You're doing a great job.
Keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work. You throwing it right on? Yeah, take a seat. Get your hat and the headphones. There you go. Oh, holding it up. Yeah, brother. That's it. Big round of applause for our boy Eli, huh? For me, appreciate all you guys coming and hanging out. Thank you guys. 990 online hanging out with us as well. We're going to be here throughout the whole game, watching and drinking and eating and having a great time. Enjoy these times. Enjoy this game. There was a big time where it wasn't quite so fun or joyous maybe to watch this game, but because we all love the Buffalo Bills, it's it's just a great time to be a Bills fan, right, Eli? Yep. So really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much on behalf of myself and all the guys, and thank you to Doug Kent Bowling. If you're in the area right now, you can still come hang out and watch the game. Come do it. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
As well, I'm very happy that all of you stuck around for 2 hours.
Right, dude? That's a long time.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, they wouldn't have.
Yeah. I know, dude. We were losing people, so you can.
compared to the Rager, that was like 5 hours.
That's true, dude. Too much, right?
That was like 4 minutes and 50, like 4 hours and 57 minutes.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was a long time. Go.